I'm Elliot Kleinberg, author of the Miami Police Detective series, The Adventures of Nate Moran. The setting of the novel Hypocrites wrote is Prohibition and how its enforcement really didn't work in Florida. But mostly, it failed nationwide as well. The Noble Experiment is the theme of the American Prohibition Museum in Savannah. I'm with the museum's Travis Spangenburg, so let's talk about prohibition around the country.
Prohibition is this fascinating upheaval in American society. We like to think of it as just this law that was foisted upon us, but it really is this great moment of cultural revolution. Women start partying in speakeasies. You see the advent of different technologies and different legal principles used to both bootleg and then also hunt down bootleggers. People come to the museum and they're actually shocked to learn that it was a national thing, that it wasn't just something to clamp down on the major cities, but that it is the highest form of law we have in this country, which is a constitutional amendment. So yeah, each state, each area, wherever you're from, has its own different interaction with prohibition and the ways they smuggled the enforcement levels. You know, there were some more traditional, more conservative, more religious areas that enforced it a lot harder than areas that were a little bit more raucous, like Chicago or New York. And then there are areas where the idea of letting the feds in to enforce this law nobody asked for, in areas where moonshine was such an important part of what the local communities was doing, that was unheard of. The idea that Appalachia or like rural Georgia or Florida would let feds come tell them what they could or couldn't make with their goods was ludicrous to them. And it was right at a time, especially with Florida, where you had this budding tourism industry cropping up. So you had a situation where the feds, they only had 3,000 agents in the Bureau of Prohibition at any one time, half of which were desk agents. They knew that 1,500 guys couldn't do it, but they were hopeful that the local and state would help, and that simply is not how it went. The gangs of today that control drug trafficking are, they might be from different communities, but they are the same traditions and the same dynamics that led people to go into that as existed in the 20s.